Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
XRP lawsuit. CryptoLaw founder hints at what comes next after Ripple's win of fair defense. In a recent response to tweets, CryptoLaw founder John Deaton hints at what might come next after Ripple scored a win against the SEC in its fair notice defense. In positive developments over the weekend, Judge Annalisa Torres denied the SEC's motion to strike Ripple's make it or break it fair notice defense. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse took to Twitter to describe the ruling as a huge win, saying, "If you weren't paying attention then, you should be now. Huge win for Ripple today." An XRP user asked the CryptoLaw founder to shed light on the Ripple SEC settlement talks meant to happen 14 days after the close of fact discovery. Deaton replied, "I don't believe the below mediation has taken place. Now that the motion to strike has been denied, the SEC has 30 days to answer Ripple's pending requests for admissions. Also, we're waiting on Judge Netburn to rule on the emails and Estabrook notes." At the start of March, XRP-friendly attorney Jeremy Hogan shared a document outlining a few rules that the SEC and Ripple might follow, including a face-to-face or video conference to discuss the settlement within 14 days of the close of fact discovery. Dubbed the largest decision in the case by the CryptoLaw founder, the anticipated verdict by Magistrate Sarah Netburn on the SEC's motion for reconsideration is still being awaited by Ripple and the XRP community. The XRP holder's attorney says of when this might land, "I'm surprised it hasn't come down already. I assume this week." The Estabrook notes were taken during a 2018 meeting between Elad Boisman and Brad Garlinghouse, which came into the limelight in January 2022, when Estabrook cleaned out his desk as he prepared to leave his position at the SEC. Therefore, aside from Judge Netburn's rulings on the 63 emails and the Estabrook notes greatly awaited by the XRP community, the SEC also has to answer Ripple's pending requests for admissions within 30 days. As You Today previously reported, Judge Torres has denied the motion to dismiss the lawsuit against Triple execs. Early on in the case, the two individual defendants, Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple Larson, filed a motion to dismiss the cases against them as individuals on a variety of grounds. The judge has denied that motion. SEC wants to gain more time in Ripple case. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has filed a motion for an extension of time. The plaintiff has told Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn that the defendants have agreed to the request, which means that the motion is very likely to be greenlit by the court. The agency needs the extension in order to file its response to Ripple's recently filed motion to strike a supplemental expert report. As reported by You Today, the rebuttal report, which was securities and finance analyst Dr. Albert Metz, addresses the economic significance of Ripple's announcements in terms of the performance of the XRP cryptocurrency. The defendants, however, argue that the SEC isn't supposed to have the final say in the discovery process. Ripple claims that the supplemental report doesn't bring anything new to the table. James K. Filan, a former federal prosecutor who closely follows the Ripple vs. SEC case, claims that it doesn't make strategic sense for the defendants to object to the extension since 2 extra days would be unimportant. In the meantime, as reported by You Today, federal judge Annalisa Torres denied the SEC's motion to strike the defendants' fair notice defense. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse claimed that it was a massive win for the defendants. Yet, Stephen Palley, a partner in the Washington, D.C. office of the law firm Anderson Kill, said that it was unlikely to happen procedurally. He argues that it wasn't a ruling on the merits, which is why it wasn't determinative. The court also denied Garlinghouse's and co-founder Chris Larson's motions to dismiss the Ripple case. The XRP cryptocurrency is currently trading at 75 cents on major spot exchanges. XRP lawsuit, court states its terms to side with Ripple on fair notice. If XRP was not sold as an investment and if Ripple didn't have a relationship with the vast majority of XRP holders, then the court might side with Ripple on the fair notice defense. The SEC v. Ripple case has seen 2 relevant rulings take place last week. Judge Annalisa Torres denied 2 motions, the individual defendants' motion to dismiss the case against them and, more importantly, the SEC's motion to strike the fair notice defense. Attorney Jeremy Hogan, partner at the Orlando-based Hogan & Hogan law firm, shared his analysis on what he called a huge week for the XRP lawsuit. Ripple's fair notice could undermine SEC's future lawsuits. Attorney Hogan chose to focus his analysis on the SEC's failed motion to strike Ripple's fourth affirmative defense, as it is the more relevant for the outcome of the lawsuit, the future of XRP, Ripple, and even the crypto industry. The fair notice defense consists of putting the SEC's own actions on trial, including ex-SEC William Hinman's 2018 speech, where he said BTC and ETH were not securities. As expected, the SEC moved to strike that particular defense, arguing there was no legal basis for it, having filed the motion over 10 months ago. Magistrate Annalisa Torres has finally come to a decision on the matter and denied the SEC's motion. The fair notice survived. Jeremy Hogan stood by his own previous analysis, in which he states that Ripple's argument that sales of XRP were not securities are stronger than its fair notice defense, but that the FND might be more important. He explained the U.S. court system's hierarchy, and that if Ripple wins on a fair notice defense, it becomes the persuasive authority for any crypto company the SEC sues from that point forward. If the fair notice defense survives and Ripple wins, the SEC will have an uphill battle winning any lawsuits they bring. Even if Ripple loses the FND, they can appeal the ruling, and if an appellate court determines Judge Torres was wrong and Ripple did not have fair notice, then the SEC is really in trouble, because that ruling is binding on every crypto lawsuit that comes along. What court wants to know ahead of fair notice? The FND did survive, and now the SEC has really big problems, he said, adding the order is so good that Ripple won not once, but twice, as he pointed to a footnote on the court's order. On that footnote, Judge Torres dismissed the SEC's request to consider the 75 previous enforcement actions in crypto-related lawsuits as fair notice. To the extent that the SEC urges the court to adopt this characterization of these enforcement actions, the court rejects such a suggestion because the report's analysis and conclusions with respect to these actions are not proper subjects for judicial notice. Moreover, to the extent that the SEC requests that the court parse each of these filings to determine the underlying facts and legal basis for the enforcement actions and draw conclusions that they are similar to the enforcement action taken against Ripple, the court declines to do so. In addition, Magistrate Torres pointed out what critical factors may weigh in a future summary judgment on the fair notice defense: if XRP was or not sold as an investment, and if Ripple has or not any relationship with the vast majority of XRP holders. Ripple denies both claims and, according to the court, it can make all the difference in terms of fair notice. If true, would raise legal questions as to whether Ripple had fair notice that the term investment contract covered its distribution of XRP, and the court may need to consider these questions more deeply. Jeremy Hogan then reminded that most XRP holders have no connection to Ripple, and many haven't even heard of the company when they bought the digital asset. As to investment contract, the court will have to evaluate as to whether XRP moves in correlation to Ripple's activities, and, as Attorney Hogan stated, XRP has been historically correlated with Bitcoin et al. In addition, the burden proof is with the SEC. The expert discovery will have experts offering their analysis and claims that suit each party. If the judge can't figure out which is correct, Ripple wins, the attorney said.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks everybody. See you later.